All right, we're back. We're back on the solo self-found hardcore Paladin grind. You know, given that we're entering the holidays here and my time is going to be constrained a little bit, we are rolling up on Mangler for this one. We still have our level 17-ish Paladin on P99 blue. Maybe we'll go back to that one day. But for now, we're doing the same old Paladin life, except it's on Mangler. Right now, we're trying to get a Bull Smasher, but I have encountered, as always, some difficulties with the process here. Now, normally you would come over here outside of outside of Akanon, and you would farm these Greater Kobolds or Brickbar Kobolds, sorry, for a couple levels, and you would get your faction up enough because you need to be like high amiable or warmly to do the Bull Smasher quest. But for some reason, these are bugged. They don't give you faction with gem choppers. So that means that the only way for us to do this is to farm Runaway and Rogue Clockworks, get their black boxes, which are kind of rare, and then turn those in for 5 faction apiece. Well, technically it's 2.5 faction apiece because the quest requires 2 black boxes for 5 faction. On the plus side, we came here really early, so it's not a total loss. Like, we need the EXP anyway. May as well work towards this, see if we get lucky. On P99, this took a long time, even with the kobolds, because I think you start at a much lower level of indifferent on P99. Here, I can directly view my faction status, and I can see that, like, I was only, from the get-go, I was only 25 faction away from amiable, which is a lot higher than I think I was on P99. So I need 25 faction. I already got 2 by doing like some other terrible quest that took forever. And now we're just gonna see. We're gonna see if we can get a few more of these black boxes. In the meantime, we are working on some other goals. Working on my Bind Wound skill right from the get-go this time instead of having to level it up later. That'll be convenient. I already have my Scarab Helm, though none of the other Scarab armor. I'm just not high enough level to kill the big Scarabs to start that. We've got some good patchwork stuff just from turning in bone chips over in Paladin. And I have here a Splintering Club and a small round shield. I did start leveling up smithing. I think I have like 20-ish smithing, so we're working on that. What's up, Zythan? Good to see you here, dude. I'm glad you got off in time today. We're doing that long, slow grind for faction right now. So let's check it out. Currently indifferent, 23 points to amiable. Maybe we could do it at base level amiable. I think you can't. We'll find out. What's going on, Dino? How are you guys doing today? So these runaway clockworks that we have to kill for this item, the black box, they seem pretty tanky. Surprisingly so. So this thing like here is probably what, level 2, 3. Okay, you're gonna see it's level 3, and it's gonna be a pretty decent challenge for me. It comes right out and hits me for 10, which is kind of high for this level. I might get a runt ad, so I'm gonna back up. Yeah, Dino, this is on Mangler. So we're doing Mangler just because coming to the holidays and stuff, my work schedule is changing a bit. I'm going to be off here and there doing family stuff. Overall, I'm just going to be in a situation where my free time is a little bit slimmer than normal, and it's already not a whole lot of time. So came here. We'll make some good progress despite the lack of time. Yeah, man, these are big undercons. Or, you know, maybe they're where they're supposed to be, and I've just become so used to the rest of EQ mobs being, like, weak. Because I can roll through level 2, 1 through 3 mobs pretty easily that are not clockwork. Yeah, I figured folks would like having the goals up there. Look, this is hitting me for 14 damage. Dude, 14 damage is a lot for a level 3 mob with his bare hands. You guys aren't seeing any loot pop up. It's because I have a ton of their crap on my block list. I think this is actually working to make it more rare than it really is. But they drop all this garbage. Clockwork, hand, wrist, arm, back, hand. And that's used for like the gnome newbie armor quest lines. But yeah, so watch this. This is level 1. Hit it. Okay, 1 round he's at 47%. 2 rounds he's dead. No experience, or sorry, no faction gains though. We could reach a point where we just have to say, screw it and skip the Bull Smasher. I don't want to do it because it's such an awesome item that you can get so early on an SSF run. But I'm not going to try to spend like 40 hours working on an item I'm going to replace at level 20, which I would already be level 20, you know what I mean, if I had just focused on EXP in the first place. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel, Zythan. I was able to kill Duster Model 5, but so the Duster Model 5 is part of the quest that gives you a pretty good faction with gem choppers, but you have to kill another Duster Model, which is Duster Model X, and it's a triggered spawn. To spawn it, you need to do a pre-quest, which would also be a really great faction, but again, you need higher faction to even start those quest lines. So I think if I can just get, literally just get 23 more faction points, oh, well, I'm over 70. Then I can do those better quests and skyrocket to whatever I need my faction to be. Now, if any of you guys have ever played on a server after Planes of Power, which I know a lot of you have, whenever you go into like newbie zones, nowadays there are like random vermin. It's usually like small rats that path through the newbie zones. If you're an Ixar, it'll be like little scaled wolves instead. Here they're like mechanical rats, clockwork rats, and you can kill them and they have a sort of rare drops like every 1 in 3 kills, I would say, on average. And if you turn in 4 of those to the exterminator, you get 1 faction, so it's not great, but I mean, if like we're really drawing a blank on the clockworks out here, it's something that we could turn to. Well, this will be a good opportunity. So this is the same level as the last 2 clockworks we fought. So far it's hit me for 1, 1, and 1. We have a 2. How is the stream quality? It looks like my bit rate is a little bit questionable right now. Runaway clockwork. So that didn't even take me down like 10%, right? Here's a runaway clockwork at the same level. Just more garbage loot. What's up, Dither? Rip Bobby stream. So you guys can see here, I have not put the standard 5 points into agility for a dwarf. So my agility is 70, which means I take a small AC penalty, avoidance AC penalty, right off the bat here. At this level, it does translate into me being a little bit less tanky than you would otherwise be. I think at level 1, it was like a couple AC on both of my AC factors. But gear will get me to that 75 agility that I need, just like on my natural progression. Kieran Toy, which I'll get around like level 10 to 12, will give me 2 agility, which will bridge the gap a little bit, and then either a Gorilla Hide Mask from Kara Isle will give me the rest on my face slot, or a Bloodstained Tunic will give me 4 agility on my chest. So any of those options will pretty much get me where I need to be. So I instead invested the additional 5 stat points into what you see here, which is 103 strength, 100 stamina, and 100 wisdom. I think those will go a lot further. Ooh, don't want to drop this. I'm debating what I want to do with blacksmithing on this run. I might skip it in favor of trying to get like just random loot and like blackened alloy. It'll mostly hurt me in the banded levels, because banded armor like bridges a good chunk of leveling gap, because you can kind of, I mean, I could just start farming for banded like right now basically. I'm not sure what I want to do with that yet. Hopefully this is a cracked staff. She's two-handing it, so it's probably a Worn Great Staff. But yeah, it just takes a huge amount of time and resources to go for blacksmithing. I know on the first Paladin, we went all the way up to fine plate, and then by like level 30, you replace virtually all that gear. I think the only fine plate piece I still had at that point was a bracer, and I could have pretty easily replaced the fine plate bracer with like a silver bracer from the Shin Lord. And on Mangler, we'll also have access to Runny Eye, Blackened Alloy armor, which, you know, it's a no fine plate, but it kind of makes it like, why go through all that trouble? I'm very thankful that these clockworks have glowing eyes. There might be some more up near the Minotaur caves that I can kill. Thank you, Zython. My bitrate was like in the red for a little bit. But yeah, so I think with this character, we'll be able to make some really good progress, and we'll be able to enjoy some of the upper level content without it taking like months and months and months for us to get there. I am 2 levels away from getting my first healing spell, which will reduce my downtime significantly. One of the cool things I'll be able to do with this run is I'll be able to go look at my Iridian Paladin at similar levels, because all the videos are on YouTube, and compare like how the stamina and wisdom differences between the characters manifest in our total HP and mana stats. What's up, Foley? Regime, why won't they mess with you? Man, so you're straight up dubious to the guys in Kanos? Are you sure you weren't talking to a cleric guildmaster? I assume you can tell. Let's see if this Kobold Scout will give us faction. Probably not. And which one were you at? Were you in the spaceship? Were you at the Priest of Life, or were you at the Knights of Thunder? I would check both, because they were on 2 different they're on 2 different faction sets. Now, they should let you train and stuff. If it's a guild master and you're amiable, they should let you train. In fact, I think even if you're KOS, you can train with a guild master. So that seems really strange that they wouldn't. I'm also a Paladin Umbrella, and I will be going to Kanos at some point, so I guess I'll see firsthand. But there are quests in Kanos that require like stupid faction to do for Pallies. I wonder what this is for. I'll take this just in case. No faction though. Good, rogue clockworks. So yeah, there's a few quests in Kanos that require like high amiable or warmly, or even higher faction for Pallies to do, especially if you're looking at like the Putrid Ribbone quest to try to get a shielded knife or those things. Not that you would, because you can't use a shielded knife as a dwarf, but the standard thing is to go to Leshun Novashine, who paths outside the gate in North Kanos, and hand him bone chips, and you'll get a bunch of faction that way. But I'll tell you this, Regime, even on my Kanos Paladin of Karana from South Kanos, I had to do faction work to get the spaceship Pallies to work with me. So that's probably what it is. Fully, I'm not on Airdoon because I'm a casual. Basically, I mean, that's basically it. Like, we were on P99, but with like the holidays coming up, my work is changing. I'm changing to a different kind of shift soon. Jesus, look at all this terrible loot. So all that combines means I'm just going to have less time to play. So I went to Mangler for this run, just so we could get some good progress in the meantime. Yeah, we're going to do this never. It's probably all going to be never. This is our only chance. Scrap metal, always need. There's a faction quest with that. That's awesome. I'll take this, it stacks, and I might be able to sell it. Clockwork Spider Mesh, never. Ooh, casual Faceless on Airdoon, definitely not. Definitely not. Is that KOS? No. I've been talking to some buddies about maybe doing a guild on the next progression server, but not a hardcore raiding guild. We're talking about doing like a guild where it's just like the friends, you know what I mean? Just our cool buddies that we like to hang out with and playing amongst ourselves, not even really advertising or recruiting, and seeing how that goes. So the scrap metal is for a quest that requires 4 scrap metal. I would love to get 2 black boxes or 3 more scrap metal. Crack Warrior is dubious. Okay. These spiders don't seem like they're like super overtuned. Just the gnomes. So yeah, I'm thinking at level 15, we'll go to Karn's. Oh, sorry. Wrong game. Kern's. We'll go to Kern's Tower. And I'll camp the Jester there. See if I can't get an Ixar Berserker Club. I think Paladins can use that, right? Yes, we can. You know what? 15 is probably a little bit too low. Jester could be like 18 to 21, so around level 20, I guess we'll go there. So we'll go there with our Deepwater Harpoon in full effect. And we'll get that 718, 4 strength, 4 wisdom. Dude, how did devs think it was a good idea to just put like 80 semi-meaningless drops on these low-level mobs? I understand like the need to provide. Actually, I don't even understand it. I can at least see the idea behind the newbie quest that they put in later to help people catch up and all that. But I just don't. I don't know. I think it's the way they drop in Steam font would overwhelm an actual new player. You're like, wow, I've got like every time I kill a clockwork, I get like 8 items. Like actually 8 items. Kerns will be super dangerous. Kobold Tooth. Sure, that's nothing here. I wonder if there's a Kobold Tooth quest that was added or something. I really don't think there was. Yeah, what's up, Pitten? It was good, man. Got to relax. Okay, so these clockworks are too high over here. Oh, look. Nilith's Contraption. Level 21. Yep. Drops the Gnome Tinkered Toy. Nah, I'm definitely not going to raid on Mangler's Igor. No chance. Honestly, I think if I raid again, the next place I'll raid will be on Cello, like before they hit live. Otherwise, I won't raid anytime in the foreseeable future. EQ rating rapidly hits a period of time where, like, even if you're like just an instance guild doing your weekly DZs, it takes more time than I have to play EQ per week. Like, I could maybe raid Classic and Kunark. Plane of Sky and VP would be like a little bit sketch. Hey there, wait, you know what? I'll take that, but I really don't need it. Is Yawgmoth running the guild right now? No, sir. We don't really associate with Yawgmoth anymore. Last time I heard of him, he was purportedly playing a series of level 1 characters using MacroQuest to warp around and train faceless groups on Cello launch. Supposedly. Not confirmed. Yeah, so I don't know when you like last checked in on like faceless stuff, Zygor. So Lockjaw went until late 2019. They were in Prophecy of Ro when they disbanded. but by that point there had already been 2 more faceless guilds. So there was a period of time when there was 3 active faceless guilds raiding in Everquest. We had Agnar, where faceless did classic through pop, you know, finishing the server, and then kind of raided casually for a little bit, and then left after Cello launched. And now the guild on Cello is the primary faceless branch, and they're actually, you know, they're on the TLP server there, and they're going to hit live in a couple months. They'll be the first progression guild in a long time, since like 2007, to do it. Man, we are having no luck. I'm sure I have to kill a bunch of this other crap to spawn the rogue clockworks. This is awful. But yeah, Dilo, that's what I was getting at. Man, once you get to Velius, like, there's no chance I could do that. I'd have to be like just raiding, not even playing outside of raids. It's multiple hours every night. NTOV, if you're in a normal guild, like not a huge Zerg, there's no way that you're doing NTOV fast. Like, it's probably a raid that you have to do split across 2 nights. Kale you could do in a reasonable time frame, but that's it. Yeah, finally back on a Pally. Yellowknack, like, never mind. Why even do it? The time it takes to run up there. Sleeper's Tomb takes forever unless you have a Koth bot at the bottom, and if you're doing DZ raids, you don't. It actually takes a pretty good chunk of time to run all the way to the bottom of Sleeper's Tomb. And like the 3 loot mobs you encounter on the way are not really worth the time. So this seems like our best route is to kill these defective models. You'll see just how rare their drop is. What don't you like? Well, actually, let me ask you this first. What is your normal main class? Dude, nothing. Nothing, Zythan. Nothing in the level range where we would care about the Bull Smasher anymore. Like, I might be able to do some Minotaurs. But at that point, it's like, you're not even, you know, even if you had a Bull Smasher, you would have replaced it by then, so. Yeah, Mr. Jones, we're working on the Bull Smasher, but the Kobolds don't get faction here, so it's going to be a long, disgusting road to get the faction we need. Honestly, it would be faster to roll a Gnome Paladin, do the Bull Smasher quest, and then share bank it over to this class, or to this character. It'd be faster to do that whole thing than it would be to just get the faction to be able to do the turn-in for 1 Bull Smasher on a Dwarf. So you saw we killed, what, 4 or 5 defective cleaners for one of the quest pieces. That was the no-drop item I got. We need 4 of those for each 1 faction. Yeah, so Kluey, what was your main, your normal main? Yeah, Axial, there is a bag you can get. You have to do the Duster 5 and Duster 10 quest. I actually killed Duster 5, so I have his piece. I just need Duster 10. Unfortunately, my faction is not high enough to do the prerequisite you need to spawn Duster 10. On the plus side, there's like an infinite amount of these. Rangers. Okay, so, you know, Paladin and Ranger, I would think, are relatively similar. At least in their power scaling in the low to mid levels. Shaman and Druid, obviously, way better than Paladin. Mr. Jones, I need Gem Cutter faction. Oh yeah, Spirit of Wolf. That can be a big one. Do you mean like the way I play Paladin specifically, or just like the way people play different classes in general? Alright, we'll go back. There should be respawns of those defective clockworks already. Alright, chat, if you guys ever see me sell these scarab legs in the bottom left, yell at me. Those are for my scarab boots. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, I have 3 scrap metal. Yeah, I think they did, Mr. Jones. So they used to just be a kobold, I think, right? They were like kind of nameless kobolds, and they had the Grickbar faction that you could get. Then they changed the names of them to a Grickbar kobold, and at that point, they no longer gave faction. So I suspect it's when they revamped the zone. They just broke the mobs, and no one ever cared. I see. That makes sense. Cluey. I think that's TLP as a whole, Zythan. I mean, it's probably just live EQ as a whole, unfortunately. I keep worrying I'm gonna accidentally tab target one of the guard rats and get myself killed. You know what I could do? So I could trigger the spawn of Duster X with a level 1 gnome. And then go kill it on this Paladin. Minotaurs might axial, but I can't kill them. They're too high level for me. Look, dang, dude. Duster 5 is fucking moving. Dude, where are you going? Come back. The Vasty Deep quest. Is that just like a buy people beer quest? Don't I have to go to Airden for that?
I too once felt the feelings that you carry now. I question the things whose true forms are invisible.
Yeah, it's a different kind of scrap metal. That was fun. I wonder why he's running so quickly. It's crazy. Let's see. Vasty Deep, 10 factions. That'll be dope. Where can I buy Vasty Deep Ale? He's in Airden Palace. Shondo Billin. And you can buy it in Airden. Yeah. So I suppose I could run over to Airden and do the quest that way. Did I just get my 4th? I think I did. I got my 4th bracer here. You know what, Mr. Jones? We're going to go do that. It's a good idea. by the way, Mr. Jones, good to see you back. Have you been missing Bobby? Woohoo. One faction. 22 points to amiable. What's going on, Sid? Yeah, I might need some help. I heard a rumor that Bobby is just waiting for enough people to pressure him to return to streaming, and he'll start streaming around Christmas time as like a whole Christmas present to the EQ community. It's just a rumor I heard. You, plane of knowledge. Dude, I can't believe there's an entire RMT guild on Mangler, and just nothing has ever been done about it. It really hurts any kind of respect like any smidge of residual respect I had for DBG, or I guess Dark Paw Games now. Yeah, I was like, not about to make that run just to see. The zone is so ugly with the revamp. Yeah, I heard there was recently some forum drama about Eridan stuff. Dude, these guys they're arrayed in the you shall not pass formation right now. Which guild are you in Rizlona, Mr. Jones? Alright, I need to buy the ale in Eridan. And then the guy that I give it to is in the Eridan Palace. So Giard. Oh no. I forgot it's going to be worse because of my terrible charisma. I'm going to flex that one charisma right now. Saving 2 copper per ale now. I'm 3 silver short, huh? Alright, hopefully this works. Whoa. LOL, Zaide. Alright, we're looking for Shondo. Where would we find Shondo? Let's go downstairs. Yeah, sorry about that, Jaloops. It is Mangler. I'm not gonna do the Bone Thunder Staff because I already know the Bone Thunder Staff is nerfed on here, and so it'll suck. Well, really, the Bone Thunder Staff is not nerfed. The spell that it procs is nerfed. If I ever find Lord Elgnub up, I'll get a Null Slayer, though. We're going to end up going over to the Kanos region anyway, because I'm going to focus on some of the Black Bro stuff. Like, we're probably just going to skip the Aqueduct's jewelry, because we're going to get the Crushbone jewelry, which is going to be the 2 Taskmaster earrings and then the 2 Strength rings. So I'll use those instead of like the limestone rings and stuff. Okay. Maybe over here. But we're going to go to Black Bro to get the Rusty Spike shoulder pads for 5 strength and the spiked collar for 3 strength. Total of plus 8 strength. Also good EXP, I assume. I feel like I just walked into a place like you're not supposed to be. Dang, I didn't know these paladins over here got down like this. Oh, there's my boy. That's what I'm talking about, Shondo. See, look, Clan Grickbar like doesn't even show up in the faction list. It's broken. How we doing, Gem Choppers? Amiable. Ah, only 382 points to kindly. Yeah, right? Dude, what if it is Faction 5002? Where did we see that? What were we doing yesterday, or last stream where we saw Faction 5002? Yeah, Attack P. That was funny. That was when we were turning in, like, Kobold Molars, right? We fucked up. Should have just been a human. Could have got like all the split mail gear from the Warrens. It feels really good to have 3 stats at or over 100. 3 of my 4 critical stats. With no stat gear. And we'll just pretend that we don't know that our charisma is 50 points lower than we'd like. You guys see that fish? You see that fish? I hope you guys saw it. I think I exclaimed the fish so loud that one of my dogs barked and woke up my daughter. Yikes. So I'm hoping that we could do it at Amiable and that we don't have to wait until like warmly or kindly or whatever. It's possible though. Zaide, local lore, okay. We're in the plane of knowledge, sometimes referred to as New Tannin. Hey Ryan, I'm doing great. The plane of knowledge has connections to every city in Norath because technically there is a hidden cult on the world of Norath that worships Zabuxaruk, the ungod, and the seat of that cult is actually the lost city of New Tannin, aka the plane of knowledge. And that's why when you start the Planes of Power progression and everything, the Grand Librarian of Plane of Knowledge is basically leading you down the path of rescuing Zabuxaruk from his prison in Plane of Time. Hey Slaz, glad to see you are feeling better, dude. Welcome back. So you 100% back, or you like still have some lingering sickness? Feels good walking through here and not getting sniped through the walls by GMs. So in my bank, I have enough of the black box pieces to do 2 turn-ins. I just need red 5 to spawn. In fact, I don't know that I could kill red 5 right now as a level 4. If I can, I'll definitely have to pop LOH to do it. Jaloops, no, we're gonna go. We're attempting to get to level 50. You can see some of my goals up there. Right now we're working on the Gem Choppers faction just so we can. Oh geez, I'm getting jumped over here. Just so that we can get the Bull Smasher. Once we get the Bull Smasher, I want to get my Scarab Armor, level 6, all that jazz. Now we're gonna go to maybe Crushbone, maybe Blackburrow. Probably Blackburrow first, Crushbone second, and we'll get a Shiny Brass Shield. We'll get a. Am I gonna lose this fight? We'll get a Shiny Brass Shield. We'll get 4 total Taskmaster Earrings, 2 for quest, 2 to wear. We'll get Rusty Spike shoulder pads, and we will get a spiked collar. Then we'll go to Unrest, maybe? Maybe we'll go to Unrest for a bit, or maybe we'll go to Kearns. At Kearns, we will want to get the Ixar Berserker Club from the Undead Jester in the basement. We'll also swing by and get our Deepwater Harpoon. Oh, if everyone in my fam is doing better slash. Sorry, someone recently was telling me, oh geez, this is getting bad. The short story is, yes, all better. Baby's just a little bit cranky, but that's kind of what babies do, right? Yeah, I'll need to be like, I'll have to be pretty high to solo a Worm Slayer, to be honest. Like 54 maybe? Watch that be red 5 right around the corner, about to jump me. No, it's just another obsolete model though. Honestly, it'll be a problem if he adds. No Mercy, thank you for the follow. I would love a Worm Slayer though. I think it's like the best. I think it's the best weapon model in Kunark. Hey, High Tech. What's going on, Zico? This is a Resident Evil 2 shirt. Oh, I see Red 5 down there. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. Alright, so he's level 5. That means we can kill him if we can fight him solo. That's kind of where I'm at, No Mercy. Like, my big series are like EQ, Resident Evil, and the Dark Souls series. The Shadow Knight 2-hand blunt. Which 2-hand blunt are we talking about? Oh, okay. Honestly, I can't even picture the Soulbinder graphic, but I really do like the Worm Slayer a lot. I wonder what my Bind Wound skill's at now. 5. Do I have enough time to get one more bind in? Probably not. Jeldoran's cool. But man, Worm Slayer just looks good. I think the Noctivagant Blade looks nice. And obviously, like, you know, all the epics have their own really cool flair to them. But man, the Worm Slayer has always stood out to me ever since I was a little kid as being like really sweet. Okay, he's not even KOS to me, so I don't know why I'm scared. Yeah, I love the... Okay, wait, the HD mod. I don't think I've done the HD mod, but I have played it. I forget if it was the GameCube or the Dreamcast. I've got Resident Evil 3 on the Dreamcast, and I've got an HD modification on my Dreamcast, so I get that looking really nice. And then I've beaten Resident Evil 2, the original, like a bunch of times growing up. I really, really liked the RE2 remake that came out a couple years ago. Resident Evil 3 Classic was my favorite Resident Evil game, so I was super pumped for that. Unfortunately, I found that to be a little bit disappointing. The remake, that is. Can we permit Axial, please? Sorry about that, Axial. What's going on, Luca? Oh, okay. You can repost the link, Axial. Sorry about that. All right, we're at 100%. So we want to find a place where we can pull Red 5 and get him solo. Oh, does he despawn? That won't be cool, man. I think he despawned. I should definitely be able to target him at this range. His path isn't huge, I don't think. LOL. Yeah, I wish the bot didn't delete all of your previous comments. Hey, Jaloops, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I feel you. I've been to a few restaurants like that where like you eat your whole meal and then you're like, oh yeah, have to use the ATM outside. Dude, he really despawned. That's crazy. That's really dumb. Nope, time to die, obsolete model. My favorite Velius weapon model, well, like, it's got to be Freeze Boots Frigid Gnasher, right? Dude, she sprinted over here. She's like, no, unhand him. Oh, whoops, Zython. Yeah, I was thinking the opposite. I just got Bane Strike Clockwork. Nice. So strange. Nice. Yeah, Looklin is my favorite EQ. My favorite, like, classic era EQ expansion. Nature's Defender does look nice. Ooh, an even con. Hey, No Mercy, thank you so much for the sub, man. Very much appreciated. I hope you're enjoying the content. I need to add my Everquest shirts and stuff to that thread. What does Tolan's look like? I'm having trouble picturing it. Oh, snap. Yeah, I don't get to stream too much these days. I've been so busy. I stream, right now I stream twice a week. I shouldn't even bother giving out the times because they're literally about to change. But for a couple months now, I've been doing Mondays and Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern. Right now, going into holidays, my schedule's about to shift. So who knows what it's going to be. I think I'm going to have to do something really dumb, like early in the morning, or maybe like really late. This is going to be our character, guys. This is the Paladin that's going to 50. Mark my words. Is this the PH? I know the PH used to have like a weird color. It was either the weird color one or the armadillo. Those were the two ones it could be. But I don't know if that was just like P99 rules. So High Tech Hippie, the route there is not the route that we're going to be doing with this character. That's the route I did to get server first 50 on Aerodune when it launched. When I made that command, it was like a hot topic. People asking like what my leveling route was. Yeah, you should, No Mercy. It's awesome to see some of the crazy stuff that EQ fans have collected over the years. Dude, did you guys see that? The rat just warped onto me. I knew he was gonna add, but this dude didn't even run. He just arrived. I wonder on TLP 2021 how packed my route is gonna be. Right, yeah, instant transmission. Ah, shit. See, this is what we did not want to happen. Now we gotta run. Ah, that guard killed him. Clockwork XVI. I see. Not gonna try to guess what number that is in Roman numerals. $270. I don't know. I don't know what C is in Roman numeral. This will be easier once I hit level 5. Oh, come on. Dude. That guy did me dirty just now. Hey, what's up, low res? How are you doing? Yeah, Sentry. Should have thought of that. But how does it function in Roman numerals? Does it add like... Does it add the 100? You know what I mean? Where is it putting that 100 at? Hmm. All right, so that's his pH right there. Get a bind wound off here really quick. You regen HP so fast at these low levels, I might not even be able to resolve the bind wound. Ooh, looks good. Yeah, we got it. Skill up. So my streaming options for the future, starting next week, are gonna be like 7 to 10 a.m. or like 7 to I can't even really do 7. I can't do 7 p.m. So it would be like 8 to 10 p.m. It wouldn't surprise me if they just like did it incorrectly when they put his name in Zaide, you know? I guess we start taking these, they stack, whatever. The times were, ooh, a backpack. The times were like 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern. All times in Eastern Standard Time, of course. Or 8 to 10 p.m. And I honestly can't promise that I'll be able to swing that late night PM one. I'm consulting Twitch chat. I should probably be consulting my spouse. This should be good EXP. 88.9 right now. We should go to like 92. He's gonna run soon. Actually, he might not run at all. There we go. 94.6. Very nice. There's our red 5. He's blue to me. Level 2 red 5. Okay. I need to jump on this quick. Just get 70% and we'll go. Where do I want to pull this guy? And then we'll go stand in here. High-tech hippie. Thank you so much for the sub, dude. I forgot this was gonna be a bag. All right, so let's go check this out. See if we could turn this in. It wouldn't surprise me if we couldn't. But unlike P99, being wrong, he'll just spit it back to us. We won't just lose the work. Thank you very much. You know, I know the SSF stuff can suck to watch sometimes, especially when I'm like, I die at like level 15 over and over again. Especially with my streaming schedule, where dying at 15 means like we're just, you know, like months and months of time without us making good progress. So I appreciate the people who stick around and watch maybe not the most entertaining content in the world. But once we get past that level 20 threshold, it really does get a lot more entertaining, both to play and to watch. I'm already planning like a ton of crazy stuff. Like since we're on Mangler and camps are not ultra contested, I look forward to doing the Ancient Cyclops. I'm gonna solo that sometime here. All right, folks. Zaide has posted a straw poll. Oh, actually, new poll available now. You can just click vote now at the top. And you can vote for my new streaming time. Oh shit. Yo, Cleaner X. Wait. Is this a troll? Am I getting this wrong? I think I am. I think I need Duster X. Cleaner X will get me killed. Yeah. If you look Cleaner X up on Alla, he's not even a mob. It's definitely a struggle. It's gonna be a struggle the whole way through, so don't worry about that. Dude, one of the coolest things I remember doing on the last Paladin. All right, folks, cross your fingers. I'm not expecting much. Oh. Oh. The troll. So many emotions. Dude, I didn't even know that, I legit did not know that a Rusty Warhammer was an option. Feels bad, man. Dude, we got trolled so hard. They knew what they were doing. They did, dude. Right? Yeah, dude, last time we used to have all the streamer luck. You're watching this on a PS4? That's crazy. Nice, No Mercy. Dude, No Mercy on green. I got super lucky. My second turn in was the Bull Smasher. All right. Ooh, even con. See what you got here. I just want him to break line of sight. So we should level up off of this kill. No Mercy, do you still play on green? Welcome to level 5. Thanks for the tooltip, Everquest. I don't need that. Get out of here. Oh, scrap metal. Whoops. I need to clean out my inventory badly. "24 cleric on green." Okay. Leveling on red, that's crazy. How's that been? Oh, duh, I went the wrong way. Larry, what, Level Up Larry? I don't know. I've never really watched his stream too much. I'm sure it's good. His stream is like super highly polished. Is he doing an SSF character now? So on Red 99, No Mercy, you must be mostly soloing, I would guess, right? Patchwork. Looks like leather, sells like cloth. Hardcore guild. Dude, we also did an SSF guild a couple months back. Oh, it's not solo. Gotcha. Yeah, we did. I think it was actually on Mangler, actually. We had a guild here that was like all SSF hardcore people. Some people were hardcore, some people were not hardcore. That was when I had my Beast Lord, which I got to like level 34-ish. Alright, so let's start clearing some stuff out. This is... Oh, no, I want to keep this. This one we want to destroy. Take that. Leave that. Kill her. Right, that's good. Yo, Village, what's up, dude? Village was in our SSF hardcore guild. He had like a Shadow Knight almost to 30, I want to say. Crazy stuff. Yeah, we're back on Solo Self-Found Paladin here. Hardcore. You know. Doing our thing. Yeah, that does sound fun. Are there multiple guilds that raid on Red? I know for a long time, like, they were unable to down key Velius targets because, you know, the population had just declined a little bit too much. Like Tunair. I don't know if Tunair was ever killed on red. It would have been such an awesome server. I wish, you know, I wish it had been managed a little bit better to preserve the population. Yeah, Highlander was a lot of fun too. Then the baby attacked. Wow, so close. I don't need any more rat legs. We're gonna put that on our never list. Cloth belt? Yeah. Making gains. Hey, red 5, that's what I'm talking about. Spider, please die quickly, thank you. Yeah, we're back on Mangler now, Nuts. I need to account for my reduced playtime as we move into the holidays and have a more realistic goal. So here we are. Yeah, I wish we could still use the Stone UI, but honestly, with the Stone UI, I didn't really have room to do like the goals and stuff there. Ruined animal pelt. Wait a second, what's this? Oh, what's up? I wonder if I should just start like saving up and doing 2 combines at once, or 2 turns at once. So once you do the combination, it makes it a new item that's also lore, so I can kill another red 5, and I'll just have all the pieces uncombined in my inventory. Just put this as always need. And yes, I would like it. I want to say I have like 8 more black box pieces in my bank, but you get so many as you're just like hunting red 5. Yeah, no mercy because the EXP is faster. We did it on Airdoon, which is like the standard TLP server EXP rate, and I got 242 and died in lower Guck. And that took me about 13 days played. We were doing it on P99. Obviously, that's like a lot slower. But my playtime is just way down because of like work and family and stuff, and moving into the holidays. So moving from P99 / the Alkabor project to Mangler. Otherwise, I end up coming on for 2 hours and like we're streaming me sitting in kind of like one room, camping one mob. I say this while I sit here in one room camping red 5, but you know what I mean. It becomes a less interactive, less dynamic stream content. That is EQ though, that's for sure. Honestly, my Paladin on blue. Where's my brain at? My Paladin on blue that is Soul Self-Found Hardcore is stacked. He's 17, but he's got a Deepwater Harpoon, Shiny Brass Shield. He's got all his rings and earrings and everything taken care of. He's got the Bloodforged Helm with like $5 stats or whatever. Really good stuff. Dude. How many... I forget how many PHs we had on that. It was a crazy number, man. I'm just going to delete all this. Whoa, whoa. No Mercy, thank you so much. No Mercy with the big 5 gifted subs. Congrats, folks, on your new emotes, if you have been gifted a sub from No Mercy. Thanks, No Mercy. Really much. I really, really appreciate it. You rock. Wasn't it like over 100 PHs that we were in high pass for? Can you make gnome SKs? Yeah, village, you can. Like, I could have gone a froglock, I could have gone gnome or halfling pally. So when I was making this character, I looked at every race that could possibly play Paladin on Mangler, and I broke the Paladin into 4 core stats, 4 core attributes that we care about. I put those as strength, stamina, wisdom, and charisma. And I compared it, I just added them all up for each race that could be Pally, and saw which one was the best. You know what I mean? Paladin came out to 350. Dwarf came out to 352 or 3, I forget. And that was with me subtracting 5 for agility, because you normally will not play a character with less than 75 agility. So I knew I was going to have to put 5, or I thought rather, I would have to put 5 of my starting agility, my starting attribute points into agility right off the get-go, which means dwarves only get 15 attribute points to assign instead of the standard 20. But then I thought about it and I was like, well, what is going to be best in slot for me as I level up? What am I going to get quickly gear-wise? Karen Toy, which is going to be 2 agility. Gorilla Hide Mask, which is going to be 3 agility. That gives me a 5 agility, the extra 5 agility right there. So it makes up for my AC loss very quickly. And then I'm also like, okay, the human wears the Minotaur Ribcage for his breastplate, which is a huge pain to camp, very rare. Fortunately, sort of, dwarf can't wear that. So what would the dwarf wear? The next best bet is probably our Bloodstained Tunic until we can get something better. Bloodstained Tunic has 4 agility on it anyway, so I'm going to quickly compensate for that lack of agility and not have to worry about it. No Mercy. I don't think that there is really a good resource to do SSF on EQ. Not that I've ever seen. The best thing you could do is probably just like watch some of the people who stream SSF. Village, what are we talking about with Dusty? Dusty BP. Village, can you link it? I gave you permission to drop links. I don't remember what level I do the Bloodstained Tunic at, but I just remember us going into Unrest on the first Pally and just totally owning that zone and crushing it. Yeah, trying to get the Ball Smasher. We just need that RNG to bless us. Ah, from Frontier Mountains. Gotcha. 22 AC, 5 stamina, 20 HP. It's not bad. I wonder how challenging it would be for me to track him down on a Paladin. You know what I mean? Do you guys remember me spending like 3 days camping Karg Ice Bear to turn in my werewolf skins on the first Paladin? Holy shit. What a mistake that was. Another breastplate I was thinking about getting, since it won't be permanently camped on a server like this, was the... I can't remember it. Charred Guardian breastplate. But it's only 16 AC, but still 6 stamina, 3 strength. Not bad. I could also get the Charred Guardian shield. 10 AC, 9 wisdom. instead of camping that same null that we did last time for the strength shield. Charred Guardian could be a bit harder to get, though. We can't get the... I don't think we can get the Gem Inlaid Gauntlets on this server, because Pa has been revamped. I think that quest is just dead to us. I mean, I could maybe farm the guys who are in the Karanas, but they're like the Ishvamal, you know what I mean? It's like the high-end names that are still in the Karanas. So, probably gonna skip that. Come on, red 5. Yeah, no mercy. So solo self-found hardcore. Hardcore, we all know, right? If I die, my character gets deleted. That's happened to me dozens of times, unfortunately. Solo self-found means I don't group, I don't trade with players, I don't buy items from vendors that are not their default stock. So like if you sold a vendor a forest loop, I couldn't buy it off the vendor. All items I get have to be items I farm myself from mobs which I solo, items I craft myself through trade skills, items I quest myself, or default vendor items like rations and muffins, that kind of thing. I don't take ports. I don't accept buffs. Is there anything else I'm missing, guys? I think that's about it. That's the gist of it. So you're really on your own here. Right, I can never get my epic. Well, I'm trying to think, is there... Yeah, I could never kill Vox and Dagafin. Yeah. I could get a Soulfire. The same thing happened, like, I cannot get most jewelry because I can't enchant platinum. I cannot get the Armor of Ro from the Temple of Soulsec Ro because I can't... Because every one of those pieces requires enchanted platinum, actually. You gotta play, Pissed Off. You gotta do it. So we did like really crazy shit on my other Paladin that made it to 42. I was able to go to Lower Guck and solo the Assassin Supplier camp at like 35. I got a Dark Elf Mask pre-nerf when that was still in. I got the Thick Banded Belt. I killed the Assassin when he had the dagger. I soloed the Shin Lord and got my own Ghoulbane. Right, it does look like I have that Volex shield. I can't do anything about healing, unfortunately. If someone is like grief healing me, like I'm saying, hey, please don't heal me, and they just keep hitting me with heals, I'll just like stop, you know what I mean? Try to go somewhere else or do something else. If someone buffs me, I just click the buffs off. I'll add buffs to my blocked buffs list so they don't even land. I've never really had anyone grief me. I've had a few people train me. There's a few clips in my like popular clips where you can see me getting trained. I tended to handle those pretty well, fortunately. But I always keep a caveat that if I was intentionally griefed into death, then I won't count it. It's never happened. I've never been griefed to death. But I figure if we're like level 49 and a lot of people are watching, it is EQ, there's a chance that someone will want to be a hero and stop the run. And people often ask me why I don't go red. You know what I mean? Just turn in my book so people can't heal or buff me. But then it would just be too easy for someone to turn in a red book and come kill me on like a level 40 mage, you know what I mean, with a mage pet. So that's why I don't do that. Yeah, 1 through 10 really is the hardest part because my toolkit is so underdeveloped, you know what I mean? Like right now I'm just a warrior who doesn't even have the ability to kick. And then right now there's a few other things, like my low level undead nuke has been nerfed in the amount of damage it does on TLP servers and live servers for that matter. So it's really weak. I think it only does like 12 damage or something crazy. But the mana cost was reduced, so I can pretty much spam it. That helps. on P99 in comparison, it does about 50 damage. What's going on, Sicarius? Have I ever done... I don't think I have, Chad, have I? I should, because we'd actually finished one of these, but no, I haven't. So I started doing SSF, man, it was a long time ago now when I first started doing it, right? I saw Echolocation 8 doing it. He was doing a non-hardcore version, just normal SSF, but he was doing a warrior on P99 green, and it was a lot of fun for me to watch. So I started the Paladin SSF hardcore after I finished my grind on Eridune. And I just did it because it was like the hardest, dumbest run I could think of that I thought was actually achievable. So I started doing that. And then it got a lot of viewers for EQ. Now I think I've seen a lot of people do solo self-found runs, if not solo self-found hardcore. So it has kind of caught on as a thing people do, for sure. But yeah, I did a Pally to 42, a Beast Lord to like 35 or 36 or something. The Beast Lord really sucked. I got killed. I was kiting halfling guards in Misty Thicket. And I got killed by a quest NPC, and like an out of era quest NPC that just ran up and like hit me for 350 a few times and killed me. So that sucked. The Beast Lord was like almost too easy though. I would have definitely hit 50 on that. Man, no luck on this red 5 stuff. Then we've done a few other streams, but I had like a big life-changing event kind of near the end of the Beast Lord thing. So I've only recently returned to solo self-found hardcore, or really EQ streaming in general. Three months ago, I had my first child, so it has curtailed my EQ playtime quite significantly. Also, when we started the original Paladin, I could play like all day because I was on a situation where, like, you know, the country was in lockdown at the time, so I had a lot of playtime available. Dude, this could be a Bull Smasher right here in my inventory. We could be giving this for nothing. If this next spawn isn't a red 5, we'll go turn this in and come back. Just kidding, we'll go turn this in and then we'll be done because it's a Bull Smasher. But if you want to watch any of my other SSF runs, No Mercy, they're all on my YouTube channel. Like, I do like episode 1 through whatever. I think the original Paladin was like 35 or 36 episodes. What's going on, Wolf? Bull Smasher is honestly like the hardest part of this run. Nice, you're doing a hardcore hardcore necromancer, dude. That's awesome. Just gotta not make any dumb mistakes, and you got it easy. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. How's it going, Red 5? Nice to see you. Glad you came through. Even Con, this is like Red 5's highest level. They only do it, No Mercy, when you reach the expansion where they were added. So like Luckland or Pop, they let you do like the Gnome Shadow Knight thing. I don't know all the expansions that get added. And of course, I won't really use a lot of zones. I like to stick to Classic for the most part. We're talking about using some Kunark zones. I might do that. Yeah, Bull Smasher is disgusting, dude. The only bad thing is that it's not magical. Every time. Every time I run the wrong way. But then when we get that Ixar Berserker Club, and we're gonna, you know, we're gonna do our cheese to get the Deepwater Harpoon before level 20, so that'll be straight. So another thing that they have on TLP servers, which you'll see me, I don't know if it's an exploit really, but I will utilize very, very heavily starting around level 20, is there's a Bandolier. Bandolier lets you say like, hey man, if I'm a bard, right, and I want to have a drum sometimes, and I want to have a guitar sometimes, and I want to have my sword sometimes, I can press this Bandolier button and it'll automatically swap to a preset set of armaments for me. All right, first one was a no. Second one was also a no. Here we go, boys. Round 5 or something. But yeah, so the Bandolier means that I can set up, so basically what I do is I have a 2-hand slash weapon, right? My Deepwater Harpoon, and I'll have a 1-hand blunt weapon, my my Bull Smasher in this case. And I'll have them on 2 different Bandolier slots. And I'll have a macro that says use Bandolier 1, pause 1, use Bandolier 2. And what I'll do that for is that I'll have my two-hand slash weapon equipped, and every time my bash comes off cooldown, I press a macro that says use Bandolier 2, pause 1, do ability 2, which is bash, pause 1, Bandolier 1, which returns me to my 2-hand slash, and it happens all in like basically 1 second. So basically, you have a 2-hand slash, but you're still able to bash. Edge of Cabalist just chilling here. Dude, that would be dope. You really do not see a lot of... First, you don't see a lot of Paladins, but second, you don't see a lot of Gnome Paladins. Right, yeah, there's some other equipment and stuff too. Am I being dumb right now? No, I go this way. You know, I should be able to punch things because I am a fantasy creature. I am magical in nature. What's going on, Rick Archer? How's it going, dude? All right, Red 5, just be up again. Rip. I'm good. Enjoying my Paladin. Working on this Bull Smasher. Hoping that I'll get it on, like, you know, the first 10 attempts. I won't be one of the horror stories. I was really, really spoiled last time when I got it on the second turn in. Yeah, this run will feature a lot of small exploits. The Ixar Necro, on green that we were doing last time, I was kind of just doing that as an in between, because I wasn't sure what I wanted to actually do for like a long-term run. I still have him. He's still stacked out in nice gear and stuff, but I'm excited about this Paladin. The original hardcore Ixar Necromancer did die though. So I'm trying to think. We'll use a lot of small exploits on this run. We'll use taunt pulling. We'll use Z-axis taunting through walls. What else? If the Bandolier thing counts, you know, we're gonna use that. Yeah, I don't know about stick mode. Oh, you want to see me use stick figures? I could use that for a session. Not right now because I'd have to log out to make it happen, but... Oh, yeah, that one died, Rick. Man. They, you know, we reported that bug and they fixed it though, so you no longer get scammed when you sell things on the Alcabor server while you're using the Stone UI. No, he's still good, DM. It's just like knowing my playtime and knowing the holidays are coming up where my playtime's going to get even more reduced. I wanted a Paladin that was a little bit more realistic, you know, in line with my ability to play EQ. Yeah, he got killed by the bum in the sewers. The guy for the Apollo quest. Probably be like level 10 right now if I was just leveling and not worrying about Bullet Smasher. Spiders are pretty rare down here. Dude, I do need a RIP playlist. That's a good idea. Man, it felt bad when that first Pally died. So close to the finish line. I could have just taken that Paladin and been like, yeah, I'm gonna lock him in every time there's a double EXP weekend, and that's it. And we'd be 50 right now. Yep, it was nice. It felt really cool soloing Sand Giants to get my Shield of the Silent Watch and like killing Terrorantula. Dude, that Paladin killed Quillmane. Just found Quillmane up. How crazy is that? We'll be able to camp Quillmane here too, because it won't be contested. No, I got legs, unfortunately. After I found Quillmane up that one time, I was inspired and I stayed there for like 8 more hours and I never saw another Quillmane. It's kind of hard to do on a Paladin because like you don't know, you're kind of like fighting in the dark. I more or less just stayed at one spot that I knew Quillmane could spawn. I would go like between 1 or 2 spots where I knew it could spawn, and I was relying on like the other people farming Quillmane to potentially spawn him for me. here is the video of my Quillmane. DM, I kept him as like a Hall of Famer. I never played him after that, but I did keep the character on the character select screen, just so we could look at it and be like, look, it made it there. Dude, I'm getting jumped over here. So this this rat we're fighting is the PH for Red 5. Oh, on that Necro? I think we already deleted him, unfortunately. Or on this character. Dude, that Paladin looks so cool with all this fine plate and stuff. The next video is me soloing Tarantula. That's cool. He's so huge. Oh, so I do have my plate on the Human Paladin. It was, I forget the exact hours, but it was over 13 days played. I think the sketchiest things I did were like camping the Crested Helm was super sketch. There was a few times I almost got killed in Unrest because not in Unrest, in Mistmore, because the mobs just run faster than your default like strafe run speed, and a lot of them see through invis. Dude, when the spider dies, like 90 more spiders come out of him. Just go to 4:22, 4 minutes 22 seconds, and you'll see the moment the Tarantula dies. It's ridiculous. I was like, if these things are KOS, I wasn't sure that they were not hostile. I was like, I'm dead. I thought for sure it was over. And then when we did the Shin Lord with the Ghoulbane fight, that was like 8.5 minutes while we waited for him to run out of mana, basically, with all his heals and his lay on hands. That was close. Technically on this run I don't have to kill the Shin Lord. I don't have to camp that anymore because I could do the quest for the Ghoulbane, which is arguably easier since Shin Lord is super rare and the Ghoulbane is incredibly rare. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I killed the Minotaur Patriarch in Lower Guck for the 12 AC Armsy drops. And when I was fighting him, I got an ad at like 5%. And I was like almost completely out of mana, low health. I was able to finish off the Patriarch, root the ad back up, and the only way I had to survive was to origin out. Yeah, the Azure Sleeves. Look at this video, how close I was to death. Yeah, there you go. He's literally at 2% HP at 3 minutes and 10 seconds into the Patriarch fight when a Greater Minotaur literally spawns on top of him and engages me. I was like, oh, it's all over, boys. All right, one more red 5 attempt. Here we go. This is our last attempt of the stream, folks. Yeah, you know, I stupidly didn't, like, I just let them up because I thought it was cool. But I found out later they all drop Tarantula Silk, which sells for like a pile of cash. Like if you kill them all, you make almost 1,000 plat, I want to say. And if you guys remember, I was using all my plat to buy rubies so I could get an Evander's Hoop. Dude, we did ridiculous stuff. Like I killed enough troll slayers in Inithil Swamp that my Paladin was on good faction with Linuga so that I could get slow hammers and Evander's Hoops. Nah, DM, I can't. He's a hardcore character, so he died. It's all over for him. Ivy Hoop was awesome. It had to have taken me like over 20 turn-ins though. Feels bad, man. Alright, folks, that is our last turn-in for the day. My next stream is supposed to be on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Given that it's the day after Thanksgiving, and I'm probably going to have some family, I'm not sure if I'll be on. The only way to find out, though, is to tune in around 5 p.m. I'll be here if I am. And I'll see you guys then. I'm sure by our next stream, I will have acquired the Bull Smasher, or I'll have a bunch ready to turn in. Later, folks. Thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed the stream and you haven't already, please consider giving me a follow so we can stream together again soon. Yep, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone who celebrates.